Congratulations and a good afternoon to you. Welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville High School as we are getting ready for the first of two live streams we have for you here on this Thursday. And this is a kind of a unique doubleheader. We haven't done one like this. I don't know if we've ever done one like this before. If we have, it's been a while because I can't clearly remember it. But we've got a boy and girl doubleheader here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel on this Thursday. First up, we've got freshman basketball action coming your way. The Aces will be hosting the Fairview Apaches in a freshman basketball game. That'll be tipping off in about 3.5 minutes from right now. And then after that wraps up, we'll take a bit of a break, and then we'll be back with the second live stream, which is going to be girls varsity basketball action. Remember, the Hicksville Lady Aces are only playing varsity games this season because they're short on personnel. So that will tip off at 6:30, and again, that'll be the Lady Aces taking on the Lady Apaches. So we've got freshman boys and varsity girls coming your way on the HIX-TV YouTube channel this afternoon. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Glad to have you with us this afternoon. With me is Connor Myers. He's going to be on the headset microphone B, as well as overseeing the live stream on the iPad Pro. We are just using the iPad today because we didn't have a lot of time to come down here and get set up. Jim Seiler is home with his wife who's not feeling well, so we hope that she has a speedy recovery, and Jim hopes to be able to be back with us next week when we start back up with our sports coverage. So we wish him well, and I'm glad to have all of you here. A nice sunny day today. It looks like we might have some wintry weather coming for tomorrow. It looks like that'll be starting during the day, and it might be a slick drive home for the Friday rush hour to kick off the weekend. Well, we want to say a thank you to our underwriters making our coverage possible this afternoon. Our 4 diamond-level underwriting supporters are the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to our friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Phone 419-542-6218 for information on the latest flu shots, COVID boosters, and more. Thanks also to ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located right here in Hicksville's Industrial Park. They're also online at www.arcsolinc.com. And we also want to thank our silver-level underwriting supporter with us for the basketball season, the Two Bandits Brewery in downtown Hicksville, Ohio, with a terrific full menu, family-friendly atmosphere. If you're 21 and over, a great selection of craft beers. They gave me some info that we're going to be sharing a little bit later concerning Valentine's Day at the Bandits. But you can find out more about the great events that they have coming up, because they've got a few special events that will be coming up in the next couple months at twobanditsbrewing.com. And, of course, they are the proud sponsors of the Two Bandits Player of the Game Award. We'll be handing another one of those out to one of the Lady Aces at the end of the varsity coverage coming up later this evening. Well, we've got a little time here, and as we get ready to get things started, let's run down the starting 5 for each of these freshman squads. For the visiting Apaches, their starting lineup looks like this. Number 1, Logan Weed. It will be number 4, Evan Grine. Landon Ridgway, number 5, will get the start, as will Rayshawn Malsby. Malsby wears number 11. And it'll be number 40, Anthony Singer, on the floor as well. Of course, they're all freshmen. For the Aces, they're starting 5. Number 2, Keegan Barnes. Number 4, Cody Wisecup. Number 12 is Drake Powell. Number 30, Easton Adams. And number 33, Zephram Rittenhouse. And, of course, Michael Myers. No relation, I don't think. Well, maybe he is. I don't know.
To me?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so. He's the freshman coach. And it is going to be Malsby jumping center circle with Adams, and ball's controlled by the Apaches, and we are underway. 6-minute quarters in the freshman game, just like in JV. Shot from the wing is up, and off the rim, no good. Rebound, though, comes back into the hands of Fairview, but knocked loose, and then the Apaches recover it. Inside, Singer up and good for 2. Singer gets the first bucket of the night and gives an early 2-0 lead. And that's going to be, and that'll be a push on Weed, number 1. That'll be team foul number 1 for this quarter and his first personal. Aces get the ball out of bounds side court. Adams brings it up. Off onto the wing to Powell. Rittenhouse. And now to Barnes. Barnes, top of the key. Looking things over. Directing a little traffic. He'll bounce pass it over to Powell. Down into the corner. Shot is up for 3. That's no good. It'll be an air ball. And then a putback, and that's no good. Ball still bouncing around loose. The Aces grab it, knocked out of Powell's hands by Weed and out of bounds. It should stay with Hicksville with 4:49 to go in our opening quarter. Barnes bounce passes it in to Weiskop. Back to Barnes. Barnes has it knocked loose. They're volleyballing it around. Singer comes up with it for the Apaches. Quickly up the floor. Singer looks like he wants to take it coast to coast. He'll haul off, though. Dish it off. Shot is up and no good from Malsby. And here come the Aces. Rittenhouse. Over to Adams. And back out onto the wing. Knocked loose and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aces. Quick hands on Logan Weed. Quick substitution into the game for the Aces. Sterling Teagarden, number 10. He'll spell Barnes. So Teagarden will handle the inbounds. And he'll get it into Powell. Powell. From the wing, in and out, no good. And Malsby grabs the board. Malsby, a tall kid. We don't have any height listed for any of the players on the Apache squad. Just names and numbers. Knocked loose and kicked and out of bounds. And I'm not sure who touched that one last. I think it was off of Fairview, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So you got to hurry up there. They get to the point, then the referee will just set the ball on the floor and count to 5, and you're done. Trying to drive the baseline, and that's going to be a whistle, and I think that's going to be on number 4, Evan Grine. Well, they're going to say okay, there's the second foul. Grine gives him team foul number 2. Shot up off the glass, too hard, no good. Malsby with the board. He'll dish it off to Evan Grine, and Grine will take his time bringing it up the floor with 3:25 to go in our opening quarter. Quickly into the paint to Malsby. He's in a double team, working his way close to the hoop. Turnaround jumper up and good. Ray Malsby makes it a 4-0 game. Powell up on top. Inside. Shot up for 3. No good. Ooh. And that was a travel. Ran into his own man. So it was a collision between a couple of Apaches that I think that was a Grine that hit the deck on that one. Ben Bell, number 22, coming into the game for the Aces, as Teagarden will step out. And it looks like Weed might have came back into the game for, and that's a takeaway for the Apaches. Malsby, again driving down, kicks it back out. Top of the key, that's Singer. Singer loses the basketball, gets it back, and then it's going to be knocked loose out of bounds. That's touched by Fairview. So 2:35. Apaches down 4-0, have the basketball back. Again, you're watching freshman basketball action here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Rolls out of bounds. Wisely did not touch it. Would have been an over in the back, possibly. So he just let it go out of bounds. Aces retain possession. Bell down into the corner to Powell. Back out onto the wing. Reverses his field. And gets it into the corner. And it goes out of bounds. Off. I think it was Singer knocked it out of bounds. Knocked it way out into the commons. All right, they found it. Had to go in search of the basketball out there. Adams. Long inbounds is picked off by the Apaches. Shot is up, no good. Rebound to the Aces. Quickly up the floor. Rittenhouse to Powell. Powell. Now to Adams. Off the hands and out of bounds. That'll be Fairview's ball. And a quick substitution. Back into the game, Keegan Barnes for the Aces, and he will spell Bell. Bell will have a seat. Malsby with the inbounds to Grine. Down to Weed. And Singer on the baseline. He'll muscle it up off the glass and good. 4 points now for Tony Singer. Aces now down 6-0. Need to get something going here offensively. Powell. Powell takes it back out on top. They'll reset. Down. Wisecup to Adams. Adams to Powell. To Barnes. Loose on the floor. Still loose on the floor. Battling for it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Aces. So they'll get the ball side court. Trailing 6-0 with under a minute to go in our opening quarter. Wisecup gets it right back to Adams. Adams, Barnes in the corner. Barnes drives into the paint. Gets cut off. Gets into some trouble. Gets the ball stripped away. Malsby comes up with it for the Apaches. And we go back the other way. Weed down in the corner. Drives baseline. Kicks it back out on top. Singer now. Singer's going to drive to the hoop. Put it up. No good. Malsby with the putback, and that goes down. 4 points now for Ray Malsby. And we've got 13 seconds. Down to 10. Adams drives it in, and he's going to be fouled. He should go to the line to shoot two, and I think that's going to be on Malsby. Yep. So Malsby picks up his first personal. Team foul. It should be team foul number 3 for the quarter. And the first shot from Adams is no good. Easton will have one more. 3.6 seconds left in the quarter. Second one, that goes down. So Adams gets the Aces' first point of the night. Long shot at the buzzer is no good, and we've played the first 6. It's the Apaches leading the Aces in freshman basketball 8-1, our first quarter score.
8-2.
8-2.
Oh,
8-1.
Oh,
I was like to say, he only made one free throw.
They had it wrong.
Yeah. Don't scare me like that. I want to say a big thank you to our diamond level underwriter, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Want to thank them so very much. If you're in the market for a vehicle, if you're looking for something brand new, pre-owned, be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support of our Aces Sports broadcast here on HIX-TV. Remember, anytime you get to enjoy Aces Sports action on Hicksville Community Television, on any of our platforms, any of the sports that we cover, and you get to do it for free, they're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. 8-1, and the Apaches with the lead will have the basketball to start the second quarter here in this afternoon's freshman matchup. Again, the JV and the varsity boys will be playing at Fairview tomorrow, and they've moved the start time up. The JV game will be starting at 4:30 tomorrow, and that's why we've got the freshmen here tonight. A whistle, and that'll be on the Aces. Number 30, Easton Adams, will pick up his first personal, and it's team foul number 1 for Hicksville. On the floor, so inbounds from Beals to Malsby, right back to Beals. Beals in the corner. He's going to try to drive baseline, and it'll be an offensive foul. Kellen Beals will pick that up. That'll be his first, and team foul number 1 for the second quarter on the Apaches. Aces will get the ball back. Powell gets it into Adams, and here comes Hicksville. Loose on the floor, and a bit of a scrum. And jump ball, that should be Aces basketball. Yeah, white ball. Yes. The Apaches had the ball to start the quarter. And this is the first jump ball, so... See some of the Lady Aces starting to filter in, getting ready for their varsity matchup tonight. Shot up, no good. Loose on the floor, and that's grabbed a new player in. That's number 24. That is Wyatt Santo for the Apaches. And number 5 is out there too, Ridgway. Ridgway to Malsby. He'll drive baseline. Kick it back out, and they'll restart. Feeds it down low, Malsby. Spin move. Loses his dribble, but manages to dish it off into the hands of number 15. That's Tarkington. Tarkington gets it to Beals. Beals, well, it's still kind of... All right, there we go. And that is 3 from the corner from Ridgway. That'll make it an 11-1 game. Aces down by 10. Trayton Gross, number 21, into the game now for Hicksville. And we're going to have a whistle and a push. And that'll be on Ridgway. It'll be Ridgway's first, and that's team foul number 2 on the Apaches here in the second quarter. Common foul, so out of bounds on the far side for the Aces, and Beals will step out back into the game. Singer for Fairview. Into Powell. Powell gets it to Weiskup. Weiskup over to Barnes. Barnes works into the paint, bounce pass to Weiskup. He tries to drive baseline. It's slapped out of bounds. That was off the hands of Tarkington, and it'll be Aces ball again. 4:21 to go before half. Inbounds. Down to the corner. Shot is up. Barnes misses everything. And Singer grabs the board. Long pass down to Malsby. Malsby dishes it inside. They'll kick it back out to Singer. Singer over to Ridgway. Ridgway will drive in, and there'll be a whistle. And that's going to be on Gross. Drayton picks up his first. Singer for three. Got it. That's 7 points for Singer now. And that'll be a whistle. And that will be on Singer. Singer's first, I believe, in team foul number 3 for the Apaches. And we're getting ready for a line change here as 1, 2, and 4 come back into the game. Weed, Beals, and Grind. Aces with the inbounds to Wisecup. Over to Adams. Now to Gross. Drives baseline up off glass and missed it. Beals quickly down the floor. Beals to Weed. They'll move it around the perimeter. Malsby with it now. Back to Beals. Beals driving in. Hangs up there, and his little pop and shoot is good. 2 points for Beals now. Make it 16-1. With under 3 minutes to go past the halfway point of this freshman game. Powell to Wisecup. Wisecup pull-up jumper off the back of the iron and no good. Beals grabs the rebound for Fairview. Out on the wing, that's Weed. Nope. Wisecup grabs the board and quickly goes up the floor. Wisecup to Powell. Over to Adams. Adams for three. Missed. Malsby with the board, and he'll bring it up the floor. 2 minutes to go. Bounce pass inside. Malsby almost loses the dribble, gets it back. Weed for three. That's good. Logan Weed gets his first points of the night. And with 1:50 to go before the half, timeout on the floor. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout called by JV coach by freshman coach Michael Myers, as the Aces find themselves in a pretty deep hole here heading towards halftime, down by 18. Glad to have you with us again, Connor and Bill, your crew for HIX-TV with you tonight. 2 live streams. We've got the freshmen right now, and then don't forget girls varsity action coming up a little later this evening. And that'll wrap up our sports coverage for this week. And I'm not sure if we're back in action until, I think we're not back in action until like the 17th with boys basketball action. I think we've got a boys game on Friday the 17th against Wayne Trace. And then the girls will be playing on Saturday afternoon the 18th, taking on Lincoln View. So the teams will head back out onto the floor, and we'll get back in action. Adams gets the inbounds. Little pressure. Aces break it, get it up the floor. Three-pointer, and that one is just a little short. The putback is also no good. Singer grabs the rebound, and he'll bring it up the floor. Singer will stop from three-point land, and he'll hit it. Second three of the night for Anthony Singer. Makes it 22-1. And that one's picked off. Beals feeds it to Malsby, who puts it up and in for 2 more. That'll give him 6 unofficially. Under a minute to go here before halftime. The Aces will be ready to head into the locker room and to see what they can come up with to try to get the ship righted for the second half here. Powell takes it into the... And it's going to get tangled up. It'll be a jump ball, and that'll go to the Apaches. Malsby gets it into Weed, and Logan Weed up the floor across the midcourt stripe. Beals down in the corner. 34 seconds. Beals puts it up on the baseline, no good. Rebound comes down to the Aces. Quickly up the floor, that's Wisecup. And he's going to get whistled for a double dribble. 22.9 seconds, and the Aces turn it back over to the Apaches. Beals just working to clear some time off the clock. Malsby for 3, and that'll be it. That one won't count. And the buzzer sounds, and we've reached the halftime. And at the intermission, it's the Apaches leading the Aces 24-1 in this freshman basketball game. Well, let's say a big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level Underwriting supporters, making our coverage possible here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel, and that's our friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. They're located in the industrial park, and they offer solutions to business and industry that include welding, powder coating, safety equipment, so much more. If you'd like to learn more, check them out online. It's www.aptmfg.com/careers. That will give you a listing of the opportunities that they have available that you can look over. And again, you can fill out an application online, upload your resume. They'd love to hear from you. And who knows, maybe you can become a part of the APT manufacturing team. There's such great community members. They partner with the VOAG program here at the Hicksville schools. Several Hicksville students spend a part of each day over at APT learning hands-on, on-the-job training, so to speak, and real-world experience. And they've also brought over several of their training modules here to the school for the VOA kids to be able to work on and do projects on those as well. There's a great member of our Hicksville community, and we want to thank them so very much for their continued support of our Aces sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. Our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in the industrial park, and again online at aptmfg.com/careers. Excuse me, I had to take a pause here for a minute. Jim and I are both still in the recovery phase after being knocked for a loop with whatever, and so extended talking. Every now and then I have to sort of stop and wet my whistle a little bit. There we go. And while we have some time here, also I want to make mention of our silver level underwriting supporter, the Two Bandits Brewery in Hicksville, Ohio. They're proud sponsors of the Two Bandits Player of the Game Award. We hand one of those out at the end of each boys and girls varsity contest that we cover here at HIX-TV, and that means that, again, we're going to give one out to one of the Lady Aces at the end of the varsity contest coming up a little bit later this evening. The Two Bandits Brewery has, check out their website. They've got some great, they've got I believe, a Name That Tune night coming up that they're going to be doing. I believe they've also got coming up in March their big annual birthday party. I think it's their 8th birthday, 8 years now that they've been in Hicksville. That's coming up. And, of course, Valentine's Day coming up, and they're going to have Love on Tap. Love on Tap. at the Two Bandits Brewing Company. That's going to be going on Valentine's week from Wednesday, February 12th until Saturday, February 15th. The Bandits are open Wednesday through Saturday. And they Name That Tune night. It'll be a Valentine edition of Name That Tune. That'll be on Thursday the 13th from 7 until 9 p.m. They're going to have some food specials that evening, a couples special that's available by reservation only, and some drink specials as well. So if you'd like to find out more, whenever you stop by the Bandits, of course, always ask your server about their weekly specials. And they have drink specials as well. If you're 21 and over, they've got a terrific selection of craft beers. And like I said, if you want to find out more about the February Love on Tap event and some of the other things, the birthday and all that, just check them out online. It's twobanditsbrewing.com. Again, we want to thank them so very much for their sponsorship of the Two Bandits Player of the Game Award. It's always fun to give those out. Sometimes it's an easy choice. Sometimes it can be a difficult choice, but we love handing them out. The Bandits love being able to do that for the kids, and again, we want to thank them so very much. The Two Bandits Brewery in Hicksville, Ohio. It won't take long, but let's pass along the unofficial scoring for this game. Now, for the Aces, obviously, it's not going to take long at all. Easton Adams had a free throw for one, and that's the 1 point that the Aces have on the scoreboard. For the Apaches, it looks like this. They had Kellen Beals with a bucket for two. Landon Ridgway and Logan Weed each had a three-point field goal, so they have 3 points apiece. Next, it's Ray Malsby. He had 3 field goals for 6 unofficially. And leading scorer tonight so far is Anthony Singer for the Apaches. Anthony had 2 twos and 2 threes for 10 points unofficially. As for fouls, nobody in any real foul trouble. Adams and Gross have a foul each on the Aces side, and on the Apaches side of the ledger, Weed, Beals, Grind, Ridgway, Malsby, and Singer have 1 each. So nobody with more than 1 personal foul so far here in this freshman basketball game. So the final seconds will tick off, and we'll get ready to get back into action. Glad to have you here with us once again on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. We're coming to you live from the Red Zone at Hicksville High School, the main gymnasium. Bill and Connor, your crew for HIX-TV with freshman boys basketball action. And it's been a rough first 12 minutes for the Aces. They're down 24-1. They'll have the basketball to start the third quarter. We're underway. Glad to have you with us once again. Powell driving into the paint, pull-up jumper, and it bounces and goes down. So Powell with a bucket to make it 24-3. Still a 21-point deficit, but you got to start chipping at that lead, away at that lead sometime. Malsby driving in, and he traveled. Took a step without taking a shot or doing a dribble, so Aces will get the ball back. Rittenhouse. And back to Barnes. Over to Adams. Rittenhouse for 3, just misses. Malsby grabs the board. It's knocked loose, goes out of bounds, but last touch, they say, by the Aces. Grind Cross-court pass to, that was to Santos. Santos' shot's no good. And the rebound comes to Powell for Hicksville. Powell to Wisecup and then to Rittenhouse down in the corner. Rittenhouse will back it out on the wing. Tries to feed it inside. Adams making the cut, and it's knocked loose. Singer comes up with it. Singer's going to go coast to coast to lay it up and lay it in. That's a dozen now for Tony Singer, unofficially. Wisecup. Cody gets it to Rittenhouse, to Powell. Stolen away, long pass down the floor, up, and it rolls in for Grind. That's Grind's first bucket of the night. Gross getting ready to check back in for the Aces. Powell drives baseline, puts it up, no good. Singer with the rebound. Singer up the floor. Singer right to the hoop, lays it up and lays it in. And timeout. 3:24 left in this third quarter. And the Aces have been outscored 6-2. 30-3 the overall score. Quick 30-second timeout from the Aces bench. So they keep you busy. You've been doing what, the indoor track practice?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Going to be running the indoor track this time. So you a distance runner?
No.
Hurdles?
Yeah.
Hurdles?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know what your events were, so.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, I was gonna say I don't really look like a distance runner, but I don't really look like a hurdler either.
No,
so
that's okay. I was expecting you might even say, pole vault. I throw the javelin, hammer.
Oh, they do javelin at high school.
Well, they should.
Or hammer. They just do shot put and discus.
Yeah, I know. There we go. That's up and good for Wisecup. No, you start spinning around trying to throw that hammer, you make a little mistake, and a lot of people could get hurt. So same with javelin. Makes sense they don't do it at the high school level. Wisecup up and good again. There we go. Cody Wisecup warming up. Makes it 30-7. Aces go on a little bit of a scoring run here. Beals feeds it down low. Bounce pass back out to Beals on the wing. He's going to drive baseline now. Layup is no good. And the rebound comes down to Trayton Gross. 4-3, and that one's no good for Wisecup. And a 30-second timeout called from the Apaches bench. As the Aces have heated up and, again, put together a pretty good run here and scoring several points, 4 points unanswered. And so now the Apaches want to talk things over a little bit. 30-7 the score. So when does the indoor track season start?
Saturday.
All right.
Nobody. We have to actually sign up for the meets. It's not
okay.
like a team thing.
All right.
Because it's just a club.
Okay. All right. Apaches with the ball, 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Fairview leading by 23. Singer to Weed. They'll move it around the perimeter. Singer feeds it down low. They'll kick it right back out. Nothing there. Now Weed on the wing. Weed almost loses the ball, but he gets it right back and gets it back into the hands of Singer. Singer to Beals. Beals over to Grind. Grind driving into the paint. Then he'll kick it out to Weed and back to Singer and back to Grind. Inside, and that'll go out of bounds. That'll be Ace's ball. It was off the hands of number 15, Tarkington. And now Adams will bring the ball up the floor for Hicksville. Bounce pass. Ross drives into the paint, and he's going to get bounced around, but the ball's going to get picked up, and it'll be up and good for Adams. 3 points now for Adams. From the wing, that one in and out, no good. And that'll be a tie-up and a jump ball between Tarkington and Wisecup. And the possession arrow favors the Fairview Apaches. Barnes will step out and into the game for him, number 10, Teagarden. Beals down to the corner to Singer. Back out to Weed, and then to Beals again. Now Singer on the wing. He's going to drive baseline. Try to muscle Teagarden out of the way. The shot's no good, but it goes right back into the hands of Singer, who puts it up and puts it in. Wisecup to Powell. Powell drives up and gets it. Drake Powell, 4 points now for him. Tarkington with 43 seconds to Beals. Beals into the paint, kicks it out into the wing, up and short. And the rebound to Adams. Adams is off to the races, and he's going to lay it up and good. Back the other way come the Fairview Apaches with 22 seconds left in the quarter. Singer, their coach is shouting out one shot. Down to 15 seconds. Beals holding on to it, down to 10. Beals makes his move, goes in and traveled. Nope, he was fouled. That'll be on number 4, Wisecup. That'll be his first. Team foul number 1. It comes with 5.4 seconds. And again, it's on the floor, not in the act of shooting. So the Apaches will inbounds the ball with a little over 5 seconds left in the quarter. Singer. Singer needs to take the shot. Short. And that'll be out of bounds. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So the Apaches maintain their lead, but the Aces show some signs of life. And after 3, it's Fairview leading Hicksville 35-13 in this freshman game. Time to say a big thank you to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Another one of our diamond level underwriting supporters. The Hicksville Pharmacy with a full service pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs. They also have medical supplies and equipment, over-the-counter medications, lots more, gifts, sundries, greeting cards, Ohio State, Michigan paraphernalia. Still have a few items left with their after Christmas sale. And again, if you want to get the latest information on flu shots, COVID boosters, or more, they'll be happy to help you out. Feel free to give them a call at 419-542-6218. And next time you're in downtown Hicksville, Ohio, make sure you stop in and see for yourself what a difference being locally owned and operated truly makes. The Hicksville Pharmacy, we want to thank them so very much for their continued support of our Aces Sports broadcast on HIX-TV. The Hicksville Pharmacy, again, they're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. 6 minutes to go. Aces down by 19, 32-13. And we are underway. Powell to Wisecup. Wisecup goes to the hoop, just short, and Malsby grabs the rebound. Malsby down low. Kick it back out to Singer. Singer. Malsby on the wing. He drives into the baseline. Puts it up. Not enough on it. It's no good. Put back attempt is also no good, but a whistle. And a foul. That's going to be on Wisecup. That'll be his second. And team foul number 1 here in this fourth quarter. 2 shots. First one is no good for Tarkington. He'll have one more. Into the game, number 22, Ben Bell. He'll give Powell a breather. Tarkington has one more free throw and misses. And that's going to get knocked out of bounds off the hands of Singer. And it'll go to the Aces. 5:34 to go. So Rittenhouse gets it into Adams. Adams across the timeline. Rittenhouse blocked, but it comes right back into Rittenhouse's hands. He'll get it back out. And now Wisecup over to Bell. Bell back to Adams. Adams to Bell on the wing. Bell drives in. Nothing there. Gets it to Wisecup. Loose on the floor. It's scooped up, and it'll be a foul. That's going to be on 4 black. That'll be Evan Grine. Grine fouled Teagarden. And again, that's on the floor. Coming into the game for the Apaches, number 24, Santo back out on the floor. And let's see, Beals back into the game as his Weed. And Adams will handle the inbounds for the Aces. Teagarden gets it right back to Adams. Down to the corner now to Bell. Bell to Wisecup. Wisecup kicks it back out to Adams. Adams drives in, and then he'll kick it back out to Rittenhouse, and it'll go out of bounds. And they're going to say last touched by Fairview. So the Aces will retain possession with 4:44 to go. Teagarden to Bell. Bell loses the dribble. It's scooped up by Beals. Beals' hook shot is no good. Put back by Tarkington is no good. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. So that'll be on Bell. That'll be Bell's first, and that's team foul number 2 on the Aces. And again, Leland Tarkington at the line, shooting 2. Tarkington in and out, no good. That makes him 0 for 3. Tarkington's second one, that one goes in for him. Adams over to Wisecup for the Aces. Back to Adams. Adams drives into the paint, puts it up. It rolls around the rim and falls. No good. Tarkington trying to get it out of there. Finally manages to get the ball away to Weed. Weed to Beals. Beals. Nothing there. Out to Weed at the top of the key. Weed tried to dribble it behind his back, and he bounced it inadvertently off of Adams. It's loose on the floor. It'll be a jump ball. And it'll be white ball. So the Aces will get it on the possession arrow. And they'll say, nope, that's not right. It's black ball. Okay. So the scoring table double-checked themselves and changed the call. So Fairview gets the basketball on the possession arrow. Weed down into the corner. Beals baseline up and no good. And that's taken away from Tarkington by Rittenhouse over to Wisecup. Wisecup to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse spin move, no good. And out of bounds, last touched by Fairview. It'll be white ball. .342, 20-point lead now for the Apaches. Bounce pass. Shot is up, not enough on it. It'll be an air ball and into the hands of the Apaches. Weed brings it across the timeline. And Weed traveled. Not much doubt there, as it'll be a turnover back to Hicksville. And again, a couple quick substitutions back into the game. Number 21, Trayton Gross, and back into the game, Barnes, number 2. And the Lady Apaches are arriving for their game coming up a little bit later. Rittenhouse. Teagarden for 3. Off the glass, no good. Teagarden runs in there, tries to grab his own rebound. He's not successful. Coming back the other way, layup is no good. And Rittenhouse grabs the rebound. He'll pass that off to Bell. Bell's going to try to drive in, and Bell's going to have it knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. I think that was quick hands from Ridgeway that slapped it out. Under 3 minutes, we're past the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Teagarden gets the inbounds, tries to dish it off. It's loose on the floor. The Aces come up with it. Shot is up and no good, and Tarkenton grabs the rebound. He'll move the ball over to Weed, and Weed will bring it up the floor. Weed gets it to Grind. Shot is up in the corner, in and out for Santo. And the Aces come up with the rebound with 2.5 minutes left in regulation. Rittenhouse, nothing there. Gross, back to Rittenhouse. Now to Bell. Aces will run the wheel a little bit here. Teagarden. Bell for 3, no good. Rebound up, and that's no good for Barnes. And a whistle, and Santo goes down. His glasses come off. And that'll be white 4. That'll be the third one on Cody Wisecup, and that's team foul number 2 on the Aces now. And again, they'll rotate in 3, Singer and Malsby back out onto the floor. Teagarden to Barnes. Barnes puts it up, no good. And that goes out of bounds. And should be Aces ball, I think. .156 to go. Hicksville gets the basketball back. Bounce pass in and stolen away. Beals goes the other way quickly, and that's a travel. So Rittenhouse will inbounds it to Barnes. Barnes across the timeline with 1:45 left in the game. Bell to Rittenhouse, to Gross, to Teagarden. Teagarden for 3. Got it! Sterling Teagarden. And a timeout called by the Apaches. With 1:24 left in regulation. Be a full 1 minute timeout. Give us time to say a big thank you to the last of our 4 diamond level underwriting supporters, our friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located right here in Hicksville's Industrial Park. They're also online at www.arcsolinc.com. We want to thank them again for their continued support of all of our Aces sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. All of the sports we cover, all levels of play across all of our broadcast platforms. Whenever you see Aces Sports action on HIX-TV, they're the ones that help make it possible. Our good friends at ARC Solutions, such great members of the community. And don't forget, when you go to their website, be sure to check out if you are a welder or if you have a welder in your life. They've got some terrific welding supplies that they have available. And you can do a little, maybe, I don't know, Valentine shopping, if you got, I don't know, birthdays, whatever. We want to again thank them so very much, and we hope that you will do the same for their continued support of our Aces Sports broadcast. ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Malsby gets the ball into Weed, and we're underway. Malsby's going to drive, dish it off. They'll work it around. Now Weed for three. A little too long off the back of the iron, no good. Rittenhouse dishes it over to Barnes. Barnes back to Rittenhouse. He'll kick it back out to Bell and then back to Barnes. Now over to Rittenhouse. He'll drive in, stop, Teagarden, and then down in the corner for Bell. Bell's going to have it stripped away, but it goes off the hands of Weed and out of bounds, and the Aces will get the ball back with 48.5 seconds left in regulation. Barnes launches it in, gets it into Teagarden. Teagarden almost loses it, but it goes up, and that one's going to be an over and back. Yep. So with 40 seconds exactly, the Aces will turn it over on the over and back, and it'll be Fairview's basketball once again. Ball goes into Beals. Beals to Singer. And to Weed. And they'll just see if they can kill the clock here. Weed. To Beals to Singer. Singer back to Beals. Down to 9 seconds, 8. And that'll pretty much do it. Your final score is going to be Fairview winning 33-16. Teams will congratulate each other, and I will quickly compile unofficial scoring here. And on the other side of the coin here, okay. So, taking a look at the unofficial scoring here in the freshman game. Again, your final score, Fairview defeating the Aces 33-16. And it goes this way for the Aces, their unofficial scoring. There was Sterling Teagarden. Sterling had the three-pointer for 3 points total. And then Cody Weiskup had a couple of buckets for 4. It was Drake Powell with a couple of buckets for 4. And leading scorer for the Aces this afternoon was Easton Adams. Adams had 2 field goals and a free throw for 5 points, and that adds up to their 16. For the winning Apaches, it looks like this. Had Kellen Beals with a bucket for 2. Evan Grime had a bucket and 2 points. Leland Tarkington had 1 free throw for a single point. It was a 3-pointer and 3 points for Logan Weed, a 3-pointer and 3 points for Landon Ridgway, 3 buckets for 6 points for Malsby, and the leading scorer for the Apaches and for the game overall was Anthony Singer. Singer had 5 2-pointers and 2 3-pointers to finish up unofficially with 16 points in the freshman game here tonight. So with that, we're going to wrap things up. We'll take a break, and Colin and I are going to be back in about 25 minutes or so from right now at about 6:30, and that'll be for girls varsity basketball action tonight as the Lady Aces will host the Lady Apaches here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. We want to say a big thank you again to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible this afternoon. Our diamond level underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. The Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And, of course, ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, as well as our silver level underwriting supporter, the Two Bandits Brewery, proud sponsors of the Two Bandits Player of the Game Award. Want to thank all of them. We want to thank, again, the athletic department here at Hicksville Schools for letting us be here to have the live stream broadcast for you this afternoon. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the freshman basketball coverage this afternoon here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. We'll be back with you at about 6:25 or so to get the girls varsity broadcast underway. And until then, one last time, your final score: Fairview beats Hicksville in the freshman boys game 33-16. And for Connor Myers overseeing the live stream, operating the iPad Pro camera, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.